If you had to take an agent out from Valorant on a date, which agent would that be?
I am thinking of Sage. You know why? Reina is pretty rough.
Very nice, pretty
Viper
rough.
is toxic.
Viper is
Yeah,
toxic.
Viper is toxic. And Jet is pretty fast.
That is too fast.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this next guest of mine needs no introduction. This man is leading one of the, I would say, one of the best teams in India right now, one of the best Valorant rosters in India right now. Two-time LeagueEGO champion, and just needs really no more introduction than that. Please put your hands together, folks, for Stroky from Team Valor. What's up, my man? How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Grizzly. How about you?
Doing well, man. Nice to see you. Hey, listen, we're gonna have a fun chat. Okay, just relax. I just want you to, have fun. I was telling everybody else that I did this with too. I did this with Shreya and Smokey and Parrot. I was telling them,
Yep.
this first thing we should have fun. Okay, just chill out. You guys have to ask me questions, but we just want to have fun. But yeah, I thought it'll be nice. Maybe you can start by telling us a little bit about yourself. And you just told me before I started recording that even your family members call you Strokey. So we definitely want to know more about that.
So there is not a big story about it, but I'm into gaming since past 15 or 16 years, wherein I was a professional player for Counter-Strike 1.6, and I was pretty much known in my area, and people called me Stroky. And whenever anyone came to my place, they just referred to me as Stroky in front of my family. So since then, or in a sort of a teasing manner or something like that, my parents and my brother started calling me Stroky, and now it has
Okay.
become a trend.
Interesting one. But what is the origin story for Strokey? Where does it come from, the name?
When I cleared my 7th standard, my dad bought me a Pentium 3 PC.
No way.
And in that Pentium 3 PC, there were flash games. Like you must be knowing Duke Nukem
Of course.
and Ghost Rider. Yeah. So as the game I liked, I kept that game's name as my name in CS.
Oh,
So
so there
first
was
I
a
kept my
game
name
called
Duke Nukem.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There was a game called Stroke Rider, in which a small skeleton used to ride he used to surf in some lava or goo something,
Interesting.
and then we had a LAN tournament in our area in one of the cafes, and we had to register our nicks along with our original names.
Right.
So I just wrote down Vipul, and in a small box I was typing Stroke Rider, but there was little bit of space left. Like STROK was all I would have accommodate, and then there was a small space left. So one of my friends just took the pen and
So
just
put
typed in Y. Yeah, he just
Nice.
typed in Y, and since then this started like Stroky, and since then I'm called as Stroky.
How's the journey been for you with Valor so far?
So Valor is nothing but a group of friends playing together for fun, and so the thing started with Rebellious Gaming.
Right.
We were me, Buster, and Psychoski. We were a part of Rebellious Gaming. The team disbanded, and we three stuck together. Then Hunter came in, Pixel came in, Game came in, and Psychoski switched over to the coach position. Team Valor is something when we don't make any strats or anything. It just on the day. It depends on the day for us. So if the day is good, we win. If the day is bad, we lose.
What would you say though is yours and maybe the team's dream or aspiration for Team Valor? What is that one thing maybe you guys would love to achieve?
We really want to shine in the next VCC which comes in and represent India in our C region. Maybe play last chance qualifiers or whatever is the format that time. That is our main motto currently.
How important is it, would you say, to have is it to have a CS:GO background for someone to pursue a career in Valorant?
Here I can tell you a little secret of mine. So I was a CS 1.6 professional player, but after 2012, I left gaming completely, and I came back last year in COVID.
Wow.
So I played CSGO for like 200 hours before Valorant was launched in
Wow.
COVID. So even I don't have CSGO background. So
Right.
for Valorant, you just need to have the precise, like you just need to know what FPS is and how to use your
Right.
skills.
Right.
Nothing else. Like you just need to have the basic information about FPS games, and you can develop this game skills like entirely as a new player.
I used to play 1.6 as well, by the way, back in college. And 2012, even 2011, 2012, I stopped gaming. I got into a full-time job, and in COVID, just like you, when we started working from home, I was like, shit, what am I gonna do? I have so much more time, and I bought a gaming PC. And I got
Bro,
back
this
into
is
CS:GO.
the same thing which I did. Yeah, this is the same thing which I did.
And,
I just bought the gaming PC in lockdown. Like, what will I do? What
Same.
will I do after 9 hours of my shift?
same.
That's why I bought this.
And I started playing CS:GO, and I had the most tilting experiences there with cheaters and throwers, and I was like, this game is not good for my mental health. And just around that time, Valorant was releasing, and I was like, hey, everybody's talking about this game, let me try it. And then,
Let's try that.
yeah, and then all of a sudden, we are here today. It's becoming like a big thing for our community, a great thing for our community. I'm so glad. How important do you think are relationships with teammates?
Good bond means good understanding. So basically, if I'm talking about Hunter, so if Hunter says that I'm going mid aggressive, what my duty is, I need to stay put in B. I need to stay behind. I need to play retake. So that understanding develops only when you know the other person's game style, and that happens when you know the person really well. That means you are a friend of him. And also the comms are pretty much easier when you are friends with the other person you're playing with. So I think friendship is important when you are in any FPS game.
What agent do you personally enjoy playing the most?
I enjoy playing Reina, but not a duelist Reina, but a lurking Reina.
Lurking Reina.
I love to play that. Yeah.
Hunter is what I feel like one of the most underrated Sovas in our region. Okay, I've seen him playing. He generally plays initiator, right? He either goes Sova or.
Yeah.
I mean, people talk about Kappa, people talk about Right to Ace, and I mean those guys are great too, right? No doubt about it. But Hunter doesn't get the recognition that he deserves, being the kind of initiator he is. What do you think about his play style, and is that really what he loves to do, play initiator?
Yeah, so he's a big name in CSGO for India. He's a very big name.
Right.
He is amongst the tops in India. So what happened is he loved that game so much that he was refusing to leave it until the last moment. Right. And so Kappa and everyone just left the game when they noticed that the game is dying. But he stuck to it. He played in Thailand team and this team, that team. And then later sooner or later when he realized that, he left CSGO and he came to us. So we used to just hang out on Buster's Discord, and suddenly he said that he wants to switch to professional Valorant. So Buster suggested him to play Sova as he was into CSGO lineups, smoke lineups, flash lineups.
Right.
And that guy just completely is into Sova now. And his name is Hunter and he's playing a Hunter.
Have you guys met in real life, the full team?
Buster is my friend from past 13 years, also Psychoski. And we were teammates in CS 1.6, me and Buster. And apart from that, no, Pasha Sahil stays in Hyderabad, our Bullet stays in Pune. Right. And Hunter also he's in Mumbai, but different area altogether. So we have not met in real life yet, but yeah, we are planning to meet soon on Buster's birthday on 23rd this month.
Oh wow, that'll be fun. What was your first impression of Bullet, and what are your thoughts on his play style and his role in Valor?
Bullet is the one who had to sacrifice a lot when he joined the team. So he was a duelist player when he joined. Right. But later we know that Pasha Sahil also an insane duelist player. Right. So I stepped out of the team because of some reasons, and I asked Bullet to play Cypher or KJ, and Pasha Sahil went over to Jet. Later Hunter went out for his snooker world break, like he was going to play World Snooker Championship.
Interesting.
Yeah, so he went on a break. So I came back, I started playing Sentinel, and Bullet was asked to play Sova. Then after that Pixel left. So Pasha Sahil came to Smokes. Then Bullet had a hope that he will again get to play Jet. But suddenly Jayan joined the team.
Right.
And Jayan is
also
a Jet main.
Yeah.
Jet main, yeah. So currently the status of Bullet is his role is not fixed. He is the one who is quite versatile with all the agents. And so that is something which, of course, if one day you play a Jet, next day you're playing so you will struggle a bit.
Right.
So that affects his game up to a certain extent, but he's doing a great job. Yeah. He's a calm player. He's like a brother to me. Like we have never met, but he's the person like whom I can open up about anything whenever I feel low or whatever. He's a good friend of mine, and he's a great person altogether. His game sense, his way of talking, his way of giving respect to others, he's flawless.
Any team from the LeagueEGO Challenges series that you're looking forward particularly to playing against, and who would you say is probably your toughest opponent in the Indian scene right now?
So I think the toughest team right now is for us is not toughest team, but the team which we think the game will be tough will be, I think, Cohesion, Fangs, FS, and Weird X.
Kids in India face a lot of pressure from their parents, right? Obviously. पढ़ाई में ध्यान दो, gaming के साथ क्या चलेगा, and all that stuff. And you know, for me, growing up, I grew up in the 90s, so Gaming was not really a career option for us at that point.
No,
right?
no, no.
And
Nothing,
so,
nothing about.
like I always joke about this. My parents gave me two options: you either be engineer or you be doctor. You decide what you want to do. There were
What
no
we
other
want to do.
options for me, so I chose engineering. But that degree is just sitting here. I don't use it for anything. You know what I mean? But today kids are like looking at people like you, man, and looking at other players, and they're saying, hey, there's a career option for me here. You know, I can be like these guys and do something with my gaming. So, but it's not easy for them, you know, dealing with the pressure from parents,
not at all.
convincing them and all that stuff. So what would be your message to the young kids who are probably going to be watching this on YouTube, Instagram, you know, in the esports scene, who want to make it like big?
So if you ask me, I think this will be a bit debatable, but I think person should have a certain degree with him, like
Right,
educational degree. Yeah, they should have an educational degree. You play games, you do whatever you want. So let me show you something. This is my gaming PC. This is my gaming PC, and there is my office PC.
Oh, nice.
So I work there and I play here.
I have a very similar setup, but it's in the next room. This is
Yeah.
my gaming PC, but my work stuff is there. But yeah.
So it's like a game. So did you ever imagine that CS:GO will die? Did you ever imagine that 1.6 will die? So-
Never. 1.6.
Never. Yeah. So what about when the game dies, or when you are not able to play the game after a certain age? This won't work. You won't be able to flick like you are right now. What will you do then? So you should. I think what parents are saying is no parents will oppose you if you study as well.
Good.
Manage your schedule. Play games for like 6 hours. Study for like 4 hours. Like hang out on the plan something for yourself, and get your studies completed. Take a break of 2 years. Dedicate it to yourself to gaming. If you achieve something, continue with
Great.
it. If you
Yeah.
don't, bounce back to job.
So basically, you're saying that having a degree gives you a backup, it gives you a safety net.
Exactly, a safe insurance. It's basically an insurance policy for you.
If you had to take an agent out from Valorant on a date, which agent would that be?
I am thinking of Sage. You know why? Reyna is pretty rough.
Very nice.
Viper is toxic.
Viper is
Yeah,
toxic.
Viper is toxic. And Jet is pretty fast.
Jet is too fast.
Yeah. So
And,
yeah,
and
Sage,
Raze is probably high maintenance.
Raze will have like high maintenance, too high maintenance. So yeah, Sage, the calm, composed person. Yeah, healing us in times of bad times.
You have to choose one option, okay?
Mhm.
Either you spend an entire month queuing only with the most annoying person in your friend list, or you have to rank up from starting from Iron 1.
Yeah, so I get annoyed by someone who is pretty good at this game. So I will prefer playing with him rather than queuing from Iron 1 to again Radiant.
Okay, so
That will be that will be much hectic.
I don't know if you have played this game before, but it's called Desert Island. So basically, you're stranded on an island, and you'll have to choose 3 books that you can read for the rest of your life, or 3 movies. So this is Desert Island video game version. Okay, so you're stuck on an island, and you can only play 3 titles for the rest of your life. Which would be those 3 titles?
CS 1.6,
Nice.
Dota 1,
Wow.
it was, Warcraft
Okay.
3, and last will be a Nintendo Wii game called Adventure Island. That was my favorite game, and it is still my favorite. So yeah, I can play Valorant for like 1 hour, 2 hours, not more than that. But I can play 1.6 for complete days and months. I love that game.